Today we're headed down south to Crooked River State Park. It is in the southeast corner of Georgia, pretty close to the Florida line, right there on the coast, so just below Brunswick. It's about a 5-hour drive, so if anything cool happens while I'm driving down there, I'll film it. If not, we'll see you at the campsite. Alright folks, we made it down here to the campsite. I'll show you around as best I can in the dark a little bit. Tent right there. I'm going to build a fire over there. So I'm going to go ahead and set up camp. Alright, so got the tent set up. You don't want to see me anyway. Got a cot if it's okay. It's a 3-man tent, but you know, or just me. So fire pit needs a fire. GoPros are not, they're not nighttime cameras. So let's get the fire started. And the fire started. Oh Lord. All right. So this time I am going to actually pay attention to the fire so it gets started. Fire engulfing. Chair setup. Step 2 in place. Steve gets it. So I was just doing a little bit of walking around trying to figure out where I am exactly. The campground host is right there. And I didn't know what these were. Well, it says right there. Information station. All right, well that's cool. And then right over there we have some dumpsters, and then there's the campsite. So cool. Driving in here, it seemed to be a pretty large campus. So anyway, let's go see what's going on over here. I had a couple more things I needed to probably do to get set up for the evening, but just a finalized check. Wanted to bring you guys along with me. I got the sleeping bag and pillows in there, which I'm not going to set up until the last second. That's going good. I bought this on my last camping trip because I forgot my tomahawk. And just so you know, if you buy an Ozark Trail hatchet from Walmart, this side is sharper than this side, brand new. So keep that in mind. Tripod. I don't think I need anything else. I did bring my tomahawk this time. That I forgot to take out last time, so it's going to be all rusty. So I need to do a bunch of stuff with that. Oh, the best possible thing happened. No skills. I was about 2.5, 3 hours into my 5-hour long drive down here, and my wife called me and said, hey, I just went downstairs and you forgot your bag. So I have an extra sweatshirt, and I think I got a pair of shorts in the back seat of my truck. So not only did I forget my bag of clothes, I also forgot a steak that I was going to cook tonight. So yeah, that's some fun stuff that happens. All right, I don't need anything in there tonight other than maybe some more wood. So, well, I'll grab a couple pieces when I'm done touring my truck for anything else that I might need this evening. See, extra sweatshirt. I had this coat in here forever. Ooh, I do have drinking water down there. That's good. Got some drinking water. And I have some, well, there you go. There's dinner for tonight. The rest of that. And, all right, so I won't be freezing cold. Think some shorts around here. So, yeah. So that's good. So, yeah, I got to change of clothes. I'm good. I just need to go buy a steak or something like that. Bringing the fupa bag with me. Bringing this with me. That I will take a giant swig of now, so if my wife asks, I can say, yes, I did drink water. Now we chill. Alright, so this thing's making me mad already. Let's get these pieces of wood that I want to burn on top of the flames so that they burn. Ingenious idea, Kyle. Middle of the night, the rest of me is basically sweating, but my feet are freezing, and but I do have some feet warmers that will work just fine as long as I keep my shoes on, but I don't want to keep my shoes on in my sleeping bag. So anyway, let's go do that. Some good coals. Number one, all right, so this is the main thoroughfare coming into the campsite, and then right about where that sign is, I can't even talk. It's the middle of the night. Let me start that over. Right there about where that sign is, the road actually goes into 3 different directions, but there's campsites that wrap all the way around in a circle starting from that sign. And I am in the first campsite off the road. The fire's going okay. I had dinner. My tent's doing great. Everything is fine in there except for my feet. My feet are freezing. I grabbed these. These say on them, only use this warmer in oxygen restricted environments such as shoes or boots. They're paper thin, but if you let them get to oxygen, I can tell you by experience that they will swell up quite a bit. Almost as wide as they are, they'll swell up into a little ball. Put them underneath your shoes, underneath your feet in your shoes. So we're going to toss those right there. It's about 58 degrees, 57, 56. It doesn't matter. It's in the mid to upper 50s, which is a fine temperature as long as it's not raining. Why does this? It doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't make any sense, man. Watch this. I'm gonna take the chair. I'm gonna bring it way over here. Look at the smoke. Look at it. Look where the smoke came. Look at it. It's following me. We're gonna go way over here. That way. If I sit here, the smoke blows that way. I'm sitting right here, and the smoke is gonna blow this way. So you can watch my fire go out as I tell you a couple of things My first camping trip was in the far northeast corner of Georgia. This is the far southeast corner of Georgia. The smoke is going to come right into my eyeballs no matter what I do. Feeds the Atlantic Ocean. So tomorrow I'm hoping to get a good... It doesn't make any sense, man. Come on, smoke. Like what? I can't even finish a thought. Tomorrow I'm going to go around. I'm going to find something hopefully to do besides just hike a trail and then time lapse it. What I'm going to do tonight is wonder if there's any possibility. Actually, I'm going to go to the other side of the fire. You guys have seen so far that this has only come towards my eyeballs and a little bit off to the side. I'm going to go sit way back there. We're going to see. It's an adventure. Middle of the night adventures with Kyle. Look at this. Watch this. Let's see how long it takes. It'll be moments. In moments, that smoke will come directly towards me. So I was sitting over there. It doesn't make any sense. But I don't want this to be boring for people to watch, which I know it already is. You know, some guy that you can't see staring at a fire that won't stop blowing smoke in his eyeballs. Yeah, I'd be bored out of my mind too. Come toward me. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so stupid. All right. I'm going to warm up by this fire that won't leave me alone with the smoke. And maybe this is what they meant by when they ask, do you want the smoke? No, I do not want the smoke. Look at the smoke. Look at it. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, and if anybody cares, one package contains two, and then there's a sticky that you have to peel off, or you can peel off if you want to. So, what the hell am I going to say here? Say it like you're not a moron. It's the next morning. My feet were a little cold last night, but I've gone and got some stuff to remedy that, and now I'm about to get my parking pass and whatnot and figure out where I am and where I want to go. I know there's a trail that goes along the river, and since we're camping at the Crooked River State Park, you'd think I'd be able to get down to the river. So we're going to see about that. We're just going to see what this place has to offer. So let's go. Talking to the lady where you get your parking pass. Apparently this place was redone, and they just got done with it last year. So I thought it said this place was about to be redone, which kind of didn't make any sense since it looks so nice. So Crooked River State Park just redone within the last 6 months. So great place to come down to. Tent and RV camping, that's us. It seems all to be the same thing. You know, there's cottages, there's RV section, there's tent section, pioneer trail type section, walk-in camps, and then trails everywhere. All right, it's morning at the campsite here. We have neighbors everywhere, unlike the last time. So we are going to go down. I was told that this way is the river, but there's not very many, there's not like a nature path to get there or anything like that. So we're just going to go down here and see. Apparently there's some bluffs that are pretty tall, and it's all kind of eroded, so it would be dangerous to walk near it, so we're gonna walk near it anyway. We're just gonna walk through here in this campsite that I now wish I had rented instead of the one that I did rent. Yeah, a little factoid. This is called Spanish moss. It is neither Spanish nor moss, apparently. Where the name came from, I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. This is, I also don't know, since it's not moss and it's not Spanish, did it come from here or did it come from somewhere else and it was just named that for some reason? But see, they can't put signs that say stay back from cliff around people like me. All right. So we are shut up, Taco. The Tabby Sugar Works of John Houston McIntosh. Ooh, that's a crazy looking tree. And I will say, even though it is, even though it's December, there's still bugs every now and then, which is crazy. It's like, die off for the season, please. So after you get off of your sailboat in the middle of the ocean and you float all your stuff onto land, you might find a spot just like this. And then you have to come here and build this thing. And I know these are built of basically shells, seashells, and sand and water and heat. I mean, you can see the, it's just shells and sand. It's crazy that it stood this long. You'd think something like that would crumble. This apparently was a sugarcane processing plant. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that's a kneecap. I mean, they got every single shell. You know, I need you to go to the beach. I need you to get every single shell you can find. And I mean every. This seemed to be the back part. Maybe these holes that are drilled have been drilled recently to keep it upright or something. This is... It could be some wind relief. It could be very current and wind relief. The side of the outside. So More non-Spanish, non-moss. Just because, I mean, I'm this close to the ocean, and the ocean soothes the soul type of thing, so I'm gonna go do that. The Tabby Sugar Works of John Houston McIntosh. All right, so I couldn't go directly out to the beach from here. St. Mary's is right next to Cumberland Island, but there's no roads out to Cumberland Island. So the quickest way for me to get to a beach is to head down just inside of Florida. So we're gonna go do that just so we have some beach time. You know, why not? It is always a good camping trip when you have to put your truck in four-wheel drive. So I will try not to make that the basis of my opinion, but you know, it doesn't hurt. Oh, it's gonna leave. No, hunt. I got too close. So I didn't realize how close I was to this Big Talbot Island, Amelia State Park in Florida, which is a spot I know I can drive out here on the beach. So, and I like doing that. So here we are. Yeah, this is Amelia State Park down in Florida. I didn't realize how close I was to that. I think you can actually see Cumberland Island from here, around the corner here. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. It was sketchy. A little bit of beach time in Florida during our Georgia State Park camping trip. Sounds good to me. It's like a bunch of rocks out there. See, I want to go right out there. But no. Yeah. Life jacket loaner station. You can see these. I mean, that water ain't nothing to mess with, I'll bet. Oh, I see where I can get a good vantage point. There's a dock down here. I'm gonna go straight down to that and annoy that guy. I also forgot my earbuds. I forgot a lot of stuff. Basically, I don't know why I came. There's freaking manatees here. So that was another spot on the river. We're gonna go. I'll go hike this trail that I want to hike just because it might give me something to film for entertainment purposes. The things I do for all four of you. This is middle of the afternoon. It's 3 o'clock, right at 3 o'clock. But it's one of those days that feels like morning all day because you never really see the sun rise. It's overcast all day, so it always kind of feels like the sun's about to rise, but it never does. We gotta get wattages out of these cottages so people can cook their sausages, and when you walk by, they'll just wave bitches. Alright, let's go check out stuff. Alright, check on the old campsite. Everything's looking good. Be aware. 6 to 12 feet in length, feeding on fish, birds. Right about there-ish. And apparently there's alligators in this little pond. And it would be really nifty if that bird, it'd be nifty to see an alligator eat. There's now a 100% chance of rain for the remainder of my trip. We're making some steaks. $97 to 100% of the St. Mary's area is going to have rain until tomorrow at about 10 a.m. I am still going to go on that hike whenever I wake up, irregardless of whether or not it's raining. So many things to say. Hey, can I go with you and play? I could be there all night and all day. And then you would say, hey Jay, what's the baby? Tay Tay, May May, flowing and slowing and blowing and glowing. I hope that I have y'all knowing that I do this business to be a witness to the sickness. Stop drinking Monsters. I know. Oh, Monster failed us. They started coming out with the 0 calorie, 0 carb, whatever. They had one that was a black can with red writing, and it was a 0 carb, 0 sugar one, and it tasted better than all of them. And then, you know, they were racist, and so they got rid of the black one. That's fine. They came back with this 0 calorie, 0 carb, black with the green writing one. It's not the same. I do like, and I think they've changed their formula. All of them, except for the white one, they all taste like the color. So if you go get a red sugar-free Monster, it tastes like the color red. If you go get a green one, it pretty much tastes like the color green. And a white one tastes like the color white. And that black one, it tasted like the color black. And they ruined it. I went and I got one of the new... All they did was make the regular Monster, which is disgusting, just like regular Red Bull and regular Rockstar. All the regular energy drinks are disgusting. But they just took out the sugar and put in pesticide, or I don't know what it is they use to sweeten it, but yeah, that's all they did. So they had a good formula. Also, because I'm in charge, see how that says, this is 0 sugar. Well, they used to have some that didn't just say 0 sugar, it said 0 carbohydrates. And that was a different, that was even different than this one here. I'm not going to read the ingredients because I don't want to know what kind of crazy stuff is in my body. You know, but that used to be an old adage. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Well, that's not true. It's so many more things to say. Filming's hard because you think of about 15 things in your head and you're like, ooh, I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to record that, or I'm going to say this, or link something that I see to something that I say, you know. And as soon as you hit record, it's like, what the hell was I going to say? I'm going to have to edit this out. I got to go. Morning of day 2, and it poured down rain all night last night, which was... That was nice, actually, to fall asleep to, and then it was horrible to wake up to 3 or 4 times. So I have, I kind of have a change of clothes, but I don't really have a change of clothes. So I don't have a shirt. I have a different sweatshirt. I have a different pair of pants, but they're like fleece. They wouldn't be good in the rain. Basically, I'm going to be gross, and that's okay because we don't have smell-o-vision yet. The only time smell-o-vision may be good is on a cooking show. Either way, I'm going to go in here and attempt to clean up best I can with no supplies. So this will be interesting. And I haven't, you know, I went up to bear country, didn't see a bear. I'm down here in alligator country, and I haven't seen an alligator yet. So I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest. Alligator country, bear country. The alligator and the bear to make me the middle of that sandwich. It'd be interesting to me. I think the alligators would come out on top. I think. Based on not knowing anything about alligators or bears, I think I'd choose alligators. Either way, enough of me blabbing. Let's go. All right, so between a leftover post-dentist trip kit that I found in my truck, which is good, so I have a toothbrush, and some hand soap, I was able to give myself a homeless shower. So I was also able to find a break enough in the rain to tear down the campsite, and I really thought I had another shirt in here, but apparently I didn't. So same shirt for 3 days. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're camping. We're roughing it. Got the camp cleaned up. That's where the gators hang out. And potentially anywhere else in the camp. Here we go. The Palmetto Trail. Back that way is the river trail where we went yesterday. Actually, let's go. That's not far. Let's go do that real quick. Do not feed the alligators. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Holy crap. That wind and rain coming into my eye. Whoa. Yeah. All right. So apparently all this gets eroded, and every now and then a big chunk of this will just fall in. I would like to get that driftwood though and take it to the house and dry it out and then make something out of it. There's also a flood warning in the area. And an alligator warning in the area. Periodic low intensity fires. Sounds fun. I don't know that this trail takes you to anything other than the river. It looks like a kind of just a U-shape that goes throughout the wildlife area of the campgrounds. I downloaded the trails, the map of the trails, and there's actually a kayaking trail that to go throughout the river and whatever that would be. I think by the end of this I'll have enough equipment where it's just going to make the last one the best, because we'll have all the awesome, you know, motorcycles and RVs and all kinds of stuff. It'll be boats and jet skis and stuff. It'll just be vacation. It won't even be camping by then. I don't think there's anything else in this. There's not a waterfall in the middle. That, you know, there's not a canyon that we're going to. I think it's just this for 1.5 miles, which is fine. I mean, it's a great little place. It's beautiful. I don't know what the hell any of this stuff is. These things are here. These are everywhere, you know. This invasive species of some plant. I don't know. let's see what the Semper Virens Connector Trail has to offer. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Semper Virens. Well, I immediately want to go that way. This is definitely a spot where I can see the forest in spite of the trees. See? Gopher tortoise. I'd like to see one of them too, you know? A gopher tortoise, that'd be awesome. No wildlife, though. All right, that's gonna be it for this one. Crooked River State Park. Go do stuff. So the first place that I went was the foggiest place I've almost ever been in my life. And the second place I went rained for... it rained so much that there's a flood warning in the area. You know, what are you trying to tell me? Trying to get me to quit? Never quit.